They've won the AFC the last 2 years. Last season finished at 14-2. Vegas has their line at 12.5, and 79% of people are going with the over on that. And I'm one of them. I have them going 13-4 again. When I just look at, obviously, the elite talent that is Patrick Mahomes, throw in Andy Reid as the play caller. They revamped their offensive line in a big way this offseason, gaining Orlando Brown, Tooney from New England, all these things that just make like a good team, or a great team, even better. It just continuing to add to the riches. Their defense is always still a little suspect, as we saw. Obviously, Tampa Bay ripped them apart in the Super Bowl, but it was just a struggle in that game altogether. I mean, obviously, Patrick Mahomes was running for his life, and Kansas City saw that and said, you know what? Let's fix the one big flaw that we have. And I think they patched that hole. I think that they should be back in the same position they were last year.
Yeah, Kansas City's good. I don't know how, like you said, you mentioned strength of schedule, and the Raiders have a hard schedule. Have you looked at Kansas City's schedule? Pretty damn easy. Like, I saw one guy say Kansas City's going 17-0. I was like, and then I looked at their schedule. Like, at first I was laughing at it, and I was like, yeah, okay. Then I look at their schedule, and I'm like, huh, yeah, they could. I guess they could. I'm with you, 13-4, because of that defense, like you said. And every year we say the same thing, right? We sit here and we go, Kansas City defense is not good. But for some reason, they show up. They have two great pass rushers. They got you there. Other than that, with the Honey Badger sitting back there, but with those two pass rushers, that's all you really need. If they get to the quarterback, you're going to stop them. The defense is going to do good. Patrick Mahomes is magic, man. I'm not sold on the offensive line like some people are. Yeah, the right side, they cleared up. The left side is still hurting. But yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're here to stay for a while.
I think they're going to be a little bit more balanced this year. Orlando Brown definitely is a great run blocker. So I think that adding him into this scheme should open up more holes for CEH and get him involved. Obviously, we know what Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill can do for an offense. The ability to just take the top off. As far as the argument for them being 17-0, I just know the Chiefs are always a weird team in the sense that the fact that they played in so many close games last year, I actually had them splitting, for example, another year with the Raiders. I think I had them even splitting with the Chargers. I think that there's just going to be a couple games throughout in their division that they're going to lose. What more can you really say about this team? They just have elite weapons across their offense. And like you said, some great core pieces on their defense between Tyrann Mathieu and Chris Jones. It's not like I can see them regressing all the way back to 9-7 or something. Andy Reid, just in general, his level as a head coach, he hasn't been at that level since that last year in Philadelphia.
As much as I would love to drop the Chiefs in the standings, no. I think even going 13-4 was being
conservative.
14, 15 wins. Yeah, you never want to say 17-0, and you never want to say 0-17 for a team. Like I personally don't.
Well, I did say 0-17 for the Jaguars last year, but they had to go ruin it for me in week one.
Yeah.
And they didn't win a game the rest of the year. So I was close to being right. I was right there. Obviously, it was hard enough for teams to go perfect when the schedule was 16-0. They're not doing it now that it's 17 games. Add in extra wild card week, everything else that we got going on. No, it's just so much harder to do it in today's game, and especially with how balanced everything is. Again, with the division game better around them, there's just no way the Chiefs go 17-0.
Yeah, I don't think so either. No way.